Hi Virgo, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Virgo sun, moon, and rising sign. Virgo, I create a new energy reading for you every single week. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. Virgo comes out every single Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. That's over here in Los Angeles. An energy reading means that I'm going to focus on the energies in the cosmos that will have greatest impact on you. And I use astrology, tarot, and oracle cards to gain insights into that energy to allow you to know how to survive them, use them, and hopefully make as much progress as you can every single week to empower you. So Virgo, let's start off with the astrology. Mercury's doing some wonderful things, and the best thing comes really today, Friday. Mercury is in Gemini. It's leaving Taurus, which it's happy, it's comfortable there, but it goes into Gemini, which is one of its two domiciles. Your house, Virgo, of course, is the other. So it's really content and very happy and extremely energized when it gets into Gemini, focused on friendships, focused on communicating one-on-one with people. Really powerful time to have one-on-one conversations with people, to listen and to understand them. And especially now, because Mercury, while it's moving into Gemini, is trying to Pluto, and Pluto's also sextile with Venus and the midheaven. So why does that matter? Because when Mercury is trying to Pluto, there's an understanding of a deep understanding, an intellectual understanding into the psyche. It's almost like psychology or forensic psychologist, just likes to dig really deep to understand and to know. To understand and to know what we're good at, what your talents are, what you feel, what your feelings are, your what you love, what you value, what you've always been, how you've always been valued, or what makes you, at least in your own eyes, the most valuable. And understanding different nuances of not only yourself, though that's going to be the most profound demonstration of this energy, but also of others, and having insights into how they feel, what makes them tick, being able to read them very easily, as well as obtain information or get information that you need on any subject, really, when it comes to stuff that you really want to understand deeply. Now, the power of this energy for you is that whatever it is in your past that you may have not valued, or times when you didn't value yourself enough or other people enough, those things will come back to show you, hey, I have to take advantage of these talents, these gifts and skills now, so I don't miss another shot at them. So expect that this week is going to be filled with wanting to try what you've never tried before, wanting to take a chance, or at least get to work on something that you may have felt was not expressed, an aspect of yourself that wasn't expressed in the past. Also, an understanding of valuing yourself for reasons and in ways that you may not have valued yourself for before, valuing different kinds of people that really their value would have been hidden deeper, and maybe you missed it, or and other people doing the same for you. If somebody has missed your value in something, then ultimately this is the time when they'll see it, because Pluto is going into retrograde Friday into Saturday. So that is an even deeper sort of private investigator kind of energy when it's trying to Mercury, as if the two didn't have that energy between them enough. Pluto in retrograde is retrospectively digging deep into those primal aspects of the self, and how that connects directly to your genius, your talent, and your skills. So music, Absolutely. A skill that you are usually naturally inclined with: writing, poetry, any kind of dramatics, or even a poetry reading, sharing that with some other person. All of those things, or hey, discovering the next greatest thing or the next greatest idea, or at the very least, a fantastic book that you can really curl up and then throw yourself into. You haven't been this excited in a long time about something. It's the reemergence of excitement and real belief in something, real passion about something that you may have overlooked had it not been for this really expansive, beautiful, and deep reaching energy that you're basically immersed in for this week. So let's get into your tarot card reading, or this is oracle cards, but let's get into the cards. Mercury, Virgo, 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 Virgo. We have life is speeding up, and this is Gemini energy. So you can expect that things are going to start to happen really fast. And if you see the double helix of his antlers, it's almost like you're putting things together. You're going to be very, very clever in this energy. You're not going to be able to miss a beat. And so really, like, understand this is a great time to schedule a test or an exam. For those of you who are Virgos in college right now going through finals, holy crap, this is you couldn't have gotten a more beautiful energy to be on point and be as powerful as possible when it comes to the clarity of your mind. The answers will come very quickly, and you'll see very quickly subtext. It'll come together very easily for you. So especially if you're doing some kind of literature exam or something, believe me when I say you're going to be exceptional at it. Any kind of test, though, this is the kind of climate that you want around you. So this is it just means that you're going to be able to put ideas together really quickly, and those ideas are deep reaching ideas. So they're not just shallow surface ideas. You're going to get it. You're going to really know. You're going to really understand. This also speaks to composition, being able to compose really well, whether that's a written work or a musical work. The composition is just going to flow, because you're not just picking up on words, you're picking up on the vibrations that those words mean, the deeper meaning, the primal meaning that is attached to guttural expressions that can become words, but it's the guttural expression itself that you're really going to be able to pick up on. All of those things are just really coming together. This also speaks to anything that you were writing, any contracts that you were designing or creating or writing up or about to sign. Things are going to go through really, really quickly now for you. So expect those processes to go smoothly. At least you're going to feel it go smoothly, because it's going to make so much sense to you. This is really a great time for you to do all this kind of work. And then we have let spirit be your guide. Now I know that Mercury is going into retrograde, I think in about 2 to 3 weeks. So we're going to be in shadow period soon. This is a great week to get it done. Let spirit be your guide. So it speaks almost to confidence level, that you're going to be tapped into almost your crown chakra, is that you'll know the right thing, or you'll have knowledge that maybe you don't have experience with, or you don't know how you got this knowledge, but you're able to tap into it, have foresight about it, understand it almost from that aerial perspective. Really, this is just knowledge from your past lives. You know, you don't always have to have experienced something in this life to know it. It's part of your DNA. So it's almost like because of that beautiful trine to Pluto, Mercury, it's almost like you're able to tap into those aspects of yourself that are subconscious, and at least use them consciously. You don't have to know where they come from. You don't have to understand how they got there, but you are most certainly able to use them consciously and apply them in the right places. This is about having foresight and understanding the larger meaning. Let spirit be your guide is you are really tapped into use spirit and spirituality right now. It's not even something that you're going to have to think about. So your instincts are going to be on point. But the wonderful thing about it is it's your instincts and your mind together that are working in unison. So there's really nothing that you shouldn't be able to achieve in this energy. And then we have time for a deep dive, and boy have we been talking about that. But especially when it comes to love and romance, Virgo, really understanding somebody's soul, really understanding your own, not being afraid of those primal aspects of who you are and what you need, and not being afraid to be vulnerable. And that's a really key word here is the wonderful magic of Pluto is that Pluto is the most vulnerable we can be because it's the aspects of ourselves that we like to hide. And you are a hider. You're somebody that likes to retreat inside of yourself. This is an energy where you'll be empowered by your vulnerability. Not take control, but empowered because you embrace your vulnerability and will love more deeply now. You'll be able to see your way and understand how to love more deeply now, which also speaks to a great deal of passion inside of you, which is why it's super great energy for inspiration on composing something, writing something, etc., etc. Like this is like I don't know, this is like the energy that I imagine Shakespeare must have written Romeo and Juliet in. It's not even about the story so much as it's about the understanding of how humans love, how it affects them, and how it can affect those outside of them. It's the understanding of the human behavior and the human condition, the humanity of ourselves, being able to really see the humanity in ourselves and accept it, and so we can accept it more deeply in others. So this is also, if you're in a relationship, and this isn't a relationship reading by any means, but if you're in a relationship, it may be that you're starting to see long term in the situation between the two of you, and that might accelerate around this time. So you might start talking more about let's move in together, having discussions about marriage. This isn't any firm commitment, but it's things are starting to move up and move in the direction of seeing a deeper connection and things moving further. You are never alone. This is all about love. This is all about connection. This is all about feeling love for somebody and knowing that this person has kind of created space in your life and really made their way into your life, or that you knowing that you are loved. It's also an expression of you're capable of loving deeper. You're capable of loving more openly and not being so shut down or blocked off or afraid. This is a sense of really having confidence in somebody's caring about you. If you are somebody who is looking for a new circumstance, this is a great weekend to do it. Venus and Jupiter are coming together in a beautiful conjunction in Pisces, which is also a very romantic, very vulnerable, very passionate, very emotional, very open and vulnerable energy. And that's happening all weekend. So this is a really beautiful time for you to open up your heart and find people that will want to be open with you. If that's indeed what you're looking for, you may find something really quickly. And certainly how somebody speaks and how you talk is going to be a fantastic indicator for you. Their intellectual level, but it's not just intellect. With this, you're going to almost be drawn to somebody's ability to understand. It's deeper than knowledge, isn't it? It's not just wisdom, it's understanding. It's I think compassion is the best word for it. So it will be somebody's deep ability to be compassionate. This could also have to do with taking on from the higher perspective, higher compassion, or using compassion for the greater good. This could also speak to, it's a great week great energy, especially a wonderful weekend to get involved with charities and doing charitable works. That'll actually, it's a great karma accelerator. It's not, you're not doing it for your own good, but boy, oh boy, will it really, really help your soul. And you know, do very good things for your life, is what I'm going to say right now. So it could just be almost natural for you that I just want to be good to somebody. I just want to be good to people. I want to, it's less about, yeah, I want to do good. So this is a very philanthropic energy. So really, not only wonderful time to be philanthropic and get involved in charities, but you're going to be inclined to do so anyway. It's almost like you're going to have this drive to, but I want to contribute in this way. Can you see all the cards, guys? Okay, let me just, I want you to be able to see all the cards. Okay, let's see. Okay, how this is all playing out in life for Virgo, please. How is this all playing out in life for Virgo? Okay. We have Guardians. That's really beautiful energy. I wouldn't be surprised if you meet somebody with similar features to this. Dark hair, dark eyes, a younger man. This could just be a sense of a younger person exposing you to a wisdom or something through a younger person. You start to see things and understand and have more compassion for people. And then we have the sun, moon, and stars, and this speaks of our alignment. The sun and moon, of course, are going to be conjunct. It's a new moon on April 30th. This is a new moon in Taurus, which will also be very lovely, sensual energy for you. When the sun and moon, the ego and the emotions are going to be in line and really inclined to want to help and want to do the right thing, or just have a really, almost like just being attracted. It's a really sensual energy in Taurus. Taurus is a very sensual energy, and Taurus is a natural trine to Virgo energy, which means it's a very easy energy for you to tap into. So there's a safety and security and certainty, especially around the new moon. This is a great time to begin something that you will always be enthusiastic about. So the enthusiasm, you know, sometimes you get really enthusiastic about something up front, but then it dies down. This is the time to begin something where that enthusiasm will last and carry. And then we have Orion. So this is exploring the traumas and the effects of trauma on you. And once again, we're seeing this repeated pattern of a young person, dark hair, dark eyes. Perhaps this is you or somebody that you know, or somebody that you are learning through, or that's inspiring you, helping, like I said, you to see. This is like, it's like fated. You're going to meet this person, or you come into contact with them, even if it's through the television set. It just snaps, or it shows you something. It helps you understand. This could also be you working. This is a wonderful time for you to really work through your childhood traumas and all those maybe even pathologies, especially with Pluto there, being able to touch upon those pathologies without shame, without fear, but with just open-heartedness and acceptance, so that you can start to heal. This is about healing childhood trauma, all speaking to Gemini, all speaking to making friends with those things that are opposite from you, making friends with your own duality, or those shadow aspects of yourself, those things that seem most crooked or upside down to you. This is about seeing yourself. A twin. There's a duality here. There could be something with twins that's occurring in your life, like twin energies entwining with somebody, finding, and this isn't twin flame, no, this is about like finding a twin soul, or somebody that you can really recognize yourself in, and through the recognition of yourself in somebody outside yourself, you get a deeper understanding of yourself. And you will do the same for them. So that's that kind of connecting on that spiritual level, Virgo. And then we have Arcturian Council, which is guidance and understanding and communication, like almost accepting help from a higher power. Okay, and then we have Ceres, which is bountiful, profitable, however you want to use this. She's the goddess of the harvest, which means that this is a wonderful day of harvest for you, where, not just day, energy of harvest. good things are going to be coming into you. Good things will be created. Seeds will be planted, but almost like it's when you realize why I had to go through so many hardships, because there's a payback now. And I'm not saying you were asking for pay. That's not what I'm implying. I'm saying you're starting to see things pay off now. So there's this beautiful energy of renewing faith, because a lot of times we can lose faith very easily, or especially when we're drowning or feeling really sad and really sorrowful. This is a way to see the fruitfulness of it. There will be, like I said in other videos, it's almost like there was this huge wave coming up in Pisces when there was 6 planets in the beginning of this week. No, 5 planets plus the midheaven in Pisces. So it's like a wave was sweeping it all up, all the depths of the emotions, and now it's on the shore. And you do represent the shore. You represent the beach, the mutable earth. So this is a sense of, there's a great deal of abundance here, in that there's so many things about you and who you are that maybe you had lost sight of, especially through childhood trauma. And it's almost going to feel like you're getting gifts. You're being gifted yourself again. You're being gifted connection again to those aspects of yourself that you may have thrown away, put away. And it's going to feel like gifts, and that gratitude is just going to make it even better, Virgo. A new romantic cycle begins. This is a wonderful, and it will be with somebody that maybe is different than you. These two have fallen on top of each other. This is a sense of you're looking for a guide, you're looking for a teacher. A new romantic cycle begins. This is an equal. This is an equal that will help to pull you out of a comfort zone, right? And maybe going in a direction, especially with relationships that you've never gone before. Okay, and then we have it's time to take action, which is that beautiful energy of Aries. Venus is going into Aries. You're going to take action. This is an action, especially new action when it comes to relationships, being able to take action on relationships of all kinds, partnerships, friendships especially. And I do feel like any kind of romance is starting here. It's coming through friendship. So let's go into tarot and get even deeper. I'll see you guys. The links are below.